Sisters. Hello. Hola. Oh, there he goes. Let's see where we're at in our set. Happy Friday, welcome. Cognibar, welcome. I've been on the grind. I've been learning non-stop. Welcome, David. I didn't know I would be learning this much. But yeah. It's good. I love solutions. Sometimes you find better solutions in life that you did. You know, it's called life hack. Life hack. Grateful for the life hack, you know. Because some people brain hacking. Shout out to India. Alrighty. See where we're at. Boom bap bada bing bow. Oh, you got financial stress? A financial stress needs a financial plan that's good and executable. No plan means high stress. So you have to find a plan and learn how to use time and patience with that. Okay. Really, when you have a good financial plan and you stick to it, the issue is, can you stick to your financial plan? You have to have discipline and learn to enjoy life in a cheap way, not so expensive. Because you just can't afford it right now. Maybe later. You have to have the real talk with yourself. We can't do that right now, but when I get it together, then we 100. You know. That's it. You just gotta be real with yourself. Sometimes you're just not in position to be spending all types of money. Yeah. So you just eat the cheapest thing you can. Canned beans, lettuce, cheap stuff. Eating the cheap stuff and living cheaply will make you want to work for money. There's a lot of people who are broke as hell because they're too comfortable. So when you're willing to, like, I'm not going to eat nice stuff until I figure out. Right? You're not spending, I'm losing money. Yeah, if you're losing money, that means you are spending it. So you have some investment you make have no return. Then you have to stop it. Let it go. Why hold on to something So that's why you have to consult somebody who's a financial professional or people you trust. But one thing we're not doing is stressing out because it's not going to fix anything. Stress don't fix nothing. It's my company not paying me. Yeah, so what are you going to do? Stress out about it? How's that going to fix your issue? Nothing. You got to consult somebody who can actually help you get the money. You got to talk to a lawyer. You got to talk to somebody. But one thing you're not doing is sitting there and stressing out and getting nothing for it. You're not getting nothing for stressing out. Find solution. Right? If you become focused on a problem, you know what you get? Problem. You know most people that come here, they just focus problem. And then what we do? Solution. And then they go, oh yeah, I should live a solution-based life. Sometimes we're caught up in our negative situation that all we see is negative, problem. So let's focus on solution. Talk to ChatGPT. Go to the bank and talk to somebody. But one thing we're not doing, problem. Drinking, smoking, alcohol. Smoking, drinking, alcohol. Most people don't know. They don't know. They don't have mentors. And so they get caught up, That's why that's why Mystic Village does their, right? We're here to do our part. I'm struggling being alone. I guess that means, the thing is, there's nothing wrong with being alone, but if you have a problem with being alone, go to places where there's people. Really. Go to a sound bath, go to some yoga. There's a ton of places where there's people, bro. Come on. The new moon is coming up and we still don't know what we want. Right? Solution. But instead, I can't. I don't. It's not possible. It's hard when you want you know how many people I help get relationship and then babies at the park, babies. When you love yourself genuinely, it leads you to long-term relationship, but y'all don't believe. And you're not clear about what you want. When you look like you're on the market, you smell like you're on the market, your attitude is ready, it naturally comes to you without you needing to look. But some of you think meditating all day is not going to lead to a relationship, or practicing gratitude, right? And being spiritual. Some people think being spiritual doesn't result. Being spiritual, you're going to be all celibate and just... No, that's why I'm not a Buddhist monk. That's why I'm not a Buddhist monk, because it's not being a Buddhist monk. It's like a fantasy people look up to that they can't achieve because they don't want to be a monk, but they look up to that figure. And many monks don't give good life advices because they're not even in a relationship themselves. But some do. It's really rare to see some monks or some people give really good life. Luckily, my master is a Buddhist monk who's real with you about relationship because he has life experience. That's why you gotta be, right? We follow sometimes fantasy, like oh my God, Zen and mindfulness and enlightenment and free from suffering, sentient being. It's like sounds so like poetic. People do the same thing with the Bible. They like romanticize it and no result. They romanticize it and they're quietly unhappy, but it's hard to admit. So we get caught up in the dopamine of the fantasy. I want to be a Buddhist monk, or I'm going to go to the Himalayas. I'm going to go to I'm going to go to a monastery in Italy and do the Gregorian chanting and come back to my miserable life yet again. Wait, not the last part. So that's why a lot of spirituality and religious views are romanticized about, right? The Buddha is gonna awaken, and the Christ will return, and it's all this romanticized. Behind that, we're all like thirsty for love, and we don't have it, so we go projecting our disconnect. You need to be saved, or right? Come to the Dharma. Right? That's the wrong way. But that's why if you don't have a good teacher, you're going to be like doing a whole bunch and still being not really fulfilled. You think what you're doing fulfills you because you've been romanticized about ideology. And that's why I'm alone when it comes. That's why I was very selective of who's my teachers and masters, because I don't want to follow people who teach fantasy and things that have no result. If I want to watch that, I could just go to the movie theater. I just go watch a play with my wife. But when you watch so much drama, when you watch a lot of fantasy, you think life's supposed to be like that. And that's why it's called the programming. That's why they make billions of dollars in Hollywood. That's why the music industry, they plant the seed to make you think you're not enough until you have the Prince Charming and the princess, right? And you're not like, you want to be one with Ava, just like Avatar. Right. No, it's not attacking filmmaking. You just got here. It's the romanticized, the fantasy of the things we've been brought up to. The thing we've been brought up to see. But it's not harmony. Because if they don't, the thing is, freedom, it's hard to control people who are truly free. And the way to, right, in here and in here. Easier to have people identified as free. But inside they already got captured. That's the scary part. Inside they already got captured. They don't even know it. That's why I start to understand, why does my teacher don't stay in the mainstream? Because he don't talk romantic, don't talk too much poetry. He keeps it real, and the mainstream has been brainwashed so much that they want to hear fantasy. They want to hear romanticism of religiosity and spirituality and no results, only, which is all politics. Right? It's just all labels. Behind the label, a lot of people are not actually happy. So that's why I understand. Oh, he just keeps it 100, and many people can't deal with it because we've been captured already. And that's why he won't mentor many people, because we've been captured since we were born sometimes ideologically, that we don't realize like our mentality, like we come from a place of limitation, doubt, fear, and worry without realizing it. And it's not, it's globally, right? That's just the nature of systems, right? Systems are there to what? To manage and work for control, so things can flow. Well, what's the intention of the system? Is it a good system? If you're lucky, you find a good one. Or you create one within the system. There's no perfect system. Create the system you wish to see in the world. Learn to harmonize with what's here. I'm not here to start my own country. I'm just here to find the people that resonate with peace and love. Walk with peace and love. Sit with peace and love. Have boundaries with manipulators. Share wisdom. Teach each other how to save money. Teach each other how to be happy. Teach each other how to live a healthy life. Have results. Get away from ideology and politics that don't serve nobody. It's just all clout. It's all for TV. And money. Welcome, Sister Transcend. Do you have advice for extreme stress? So extreme this person became very sick. Is that person you? Welcome, Sister Mira. You got Sister Jenny G, Alchemy in the Flesh, Sosa Ribeiro. Extreme stress is the easiest one to deal with, because the solutions, in the beginning when you start doing something, it's a lot easier, but as you get comfortable with it, right, it feels like an uphill battle. Like when you begin to lose weight in the beginning, it's a lot easier to lose a lot, but as you get more healthier, it takes a longer time to lose weight. You just have to be willing to discipline yourself towards those things to be happy. But a lot of it, when you have when you say the word extreme stress, it makes me think about what happened in the past to you, that you F some people over, that you do something wrong that guilt you, that other people do you wrong and traumatize you, and you're still angry every day, blame others, blame yourself. Because everything happens, sometimes we blame ourselves a lot because we can't forgive ourselves. Which causes more suffering. And when you look into the eyes of people who have deep guilt from their own wrongdoing, it's unsettling. They just don't know better. Why did they become that kind of person? This is called compassion. When we ask that, why does somebody who do wrong become somebody who do wrong? Maybe their family did them wrong since they were born. They saw people do wrong. They get abandoned. They become somebody who do wrong and abandon people. They don't know that, they just themselves. But it's never too late to be a good person. It's never too late to forgive, let go, and help yourself and help others. Gain wisdom. When you know better, you do better. When you're ignorant, you F a lot of things up. Nag says, Nagji, I'm in a relationship since 8 years. My partner has walls since beginning. She's traumatized. I really want to heal her, but realize I can't. I'm exhausted and have to make decisions. A lot of y'all need to come here more. Y'all only come back when you have a problem and talk. Where were you the whole past week, 2 weeks? When I look at your name, I'm like, you only talk when you have a effing problem. You don't get engaged to maintain wisdom because you're not interested in wisdom. You're interested in problems. That's why you always have problems. And if you don't change that attitude, you're going to be just living this life like a rodeo again. Focus, right? Live a self-developing life. Don't wait for your life to F up to learn something all the time. On your free time, are you just playing video game, Netflix, and Wingstop? How the hell are you going to change your life if you don't change it? Like, if you don't change the way you live your life, how is your life going to change? And then you come back when you have a problem every effing time? What about the time where you have no problem? Why don't you stay learning, educating? Because you don't know better. Your parents taught you that way. They're the same. That's why in here we help so that you can wake the F up and live a harmonious life. This week, back to back people. I told you, many people off track. Here they come, Friday. Right? The people who've been here, you see it. Off track. I said, a lot of people off track because the universe whispered in my ear. A lot of people off track. They're doing their same round. Some people, they come back every three months. Some people come every 3 weeks. The same rodeo. Dun, 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 dun. Rodeo of misery. You know what they call it in Buddhism? The wheel of samsara. Also known as, why do you keep spinning the wheel of misery? Wait, no. I want to spin the wheel of fortune. But why do I keep spinning the wheel of misery? You're more interested in misery. That's why you only respond to misery. When everything's fine, you don't keep growing. Right? It's like some people will only care about their health when they get effing sick and the doctor tells them, you need to eat healthier. You knew to eat healthier already. But you're not going to take action until the doctor tells you to. Why? Because you can't see the issue. What can you see? 20-piece lemon pepper. A new Netflix series come out. It's so good. Arc Raiders came out with a new DLC. Oh, spring season's coming. I need to go to the mall. Heal yourself. No. Heal myself. What? Fake guru. Heal myself. No, I just want to play video game and chill. Just pay bill. I live to pay bill and just play game. Drink and smoke sometimes. Maybe a lot. Vaping is fine. Everything in moderation. Everything in moderation. Have y'all seen people? Do you think people know how to moderate? Most people don't know how, but they love to flaunt. Everything in moderation. It's so bad that in front of the door at the casino, right? Everything in moderation. In the front door of the casino, before you walk in, you see it. If you have gambling addiction, call the number, and y'all walk right in. Drink responsibly. That's a good one. Right, because nowadays to make, to care about people's health, they put the calorie number next to it. Most people don't read no calories. They just put it because, see, we're health conscious. Right? We're health conscious. The unhealthy people don't look at the number and go, oh, that's a lot of calories. Like, give me extra bacon, double cheese. Give me them, right? Supersize it. and then you know what they say? Stop judging people as their risk of heart attack increases. Stop judging people. As their life expectancy just shortens every day. Stop judging. That's why I just help the people here, because a lot of people, they already got played. You played yourself. But I just focus on my area, which is meditation, spirituality. Food pisses so many people off. We don't want to hear about it. What number one killer? Heart attack from what? We're stressed and then we overeat. We overeat, then we can't sleep good. And then we wake up to feeling bad. And when we feel bad, we wake up to drink more coffee. Then we're stressed out, we have a big lunch. And now we're already stressed out and have a bad. Hello. I mean,
Hi everyone.
they don't. Okay.
Do what?
Now.
Oh, my bad.
She says hi. She bought me some. Was it coffee or tea?
Ice Americano.
Ice Americano. Thank you.
Favorite.
Hazelnut muffin from 85 degree. Thank you. Ice Americano. I guess that's... I'm giving off the Ice Americano vibe today. I don't really like iced coffee. Oh, you get the same? Yeah, it's February, right? It's February and we're already off track. Freaking New Year's resolution. Gym membership purchases subscription increase. February comes. I'm back to my old life already. I already knew. I saw how low the energy was for the past 5 days, okay? Collectively. Why do you think? That's why I'm like aggressively improving. Because whenever the energy is low, the energy is more clear for you to lock in and develop creativity. Because a lot of people are not using it. So if a lot of people are not getting engaged with creativity, right? That means in the collective energy, that's for you. That's why a lot of monks, they say, hey, meditate at 4 a.m. and 5 a.m. Because you know why? The whole city sleeping, quiet. But imagine there's a season after the holy season, right? Christmas, New Year's done, and then it like NFL, and then bam. After the NFL, there's just like a super dip. No more dopamine. I'm tired of Arc Raiders already. I don't want to play Rust and Call of Duty no more. Nothing to watch on TV. I'm actually lonely. What have you been doing about it? Oh, playing video game. Wingstop. Oh wait, the same life as 2023. What year is it? 2026. GTA 6 delayed again. No. Happy Friday. Des says, I just got out of rehab. But that's okay. We're gonna make some music. Cumbia! Will you do singing bowls? I usually do them. Do we need singing bowl right now? Because I'm about to do something more melodic. Here, I'll do some guitar in the background. We do a little singing bowl. I don't want to be yeah. I'll just do a little. Is this guy enlightened? Is he Buddhist? I'm just happy. Please don't spam. If you're here to copy and paste Bible verses, not the place, okay? But if that's your thing, just post another one and we can have boundaries with you, okay? No problem. Dave says, "Hi, mystic villagers. Lying in my hospital bed in the Netherlands, suffering from kidney failure and need some healing vibes." Nothing wrong with talking about the Bible when it's sincere, when we feel you're here to engage, not just copy and paste text. That's not what this place is about. Here's some positive energy for Dave Cooper. Finish my It started quickly today, huh? Dove right in. Welcome, Haley. Young Rose is here. Check this out. Next level now. I just brought it back, the multi camera angle for y'all. We were at that stage of Mystic Village. Breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. There's a difference between religious and spiritual, but I'm not here for debate. I'm here to breathe in and out. a little bit more singing bowl. there's been a higher Buddhist expertise rise in the social media space, huh? All of a sudden. That's why I don't wear this too often. Romanticize. The real work, you can't even see. Well, I mean, there's good works too. But a lot of times, in my personal journey, I cross paths with a lot of people who know stuff. And they love to debate. When I see people come for a debate, I'm like, oh, I'm not really here for that. No, thank you. I'm here for loving discussion. But when many people have, many people look to have you know what? People love to have definition battle. We just love to battle definition. That's what it is. That's what enlightenment is. Are you enlightened? How can you define enlightenment if you're not enlightened? I know he's not enlightened. I'm enlightened, so I could tell he's not. That shows you, it just, that's where they come from. The fruit don't fall far from the tree. Who we are is just where we came from. And that's okay. Just some people learn more. Some people love to read books. Oh, they love to read Buddhist book, Tibetan Book of the Dead, Linji, Huangpo, Thich Nhat Hanh, the Dhammapada. Results. Why don't you get help people? That's why my teacher, my master always says, God's children help people. He don't want people to just do that, slap their gum. But in every religion and culture, relaxation, discussion and debate, round 3,000, fight. Like, oh shoot. Dharma combat. We're getting into Dharma combat now. Sometimes you see Bible combat. They come, I got these verses, right? It's like a rap battle, but with the Bible instead. I'll sit on people's live stream and they'll have a whole Bible battle. Damn, they're out here Bible combat. It's about being right rather than being than the connection. This is the word. Well, this is the right word. No, my right. My word is the more right word. It's almost like sometimes it's about winning, but not happiness. And so when I see people more about winning and philosophy than fulfillment and happiness with results. So some people think they have results. Because if they had great result, they would be helping more people. But if you don't have good result, you walk around with a bunch of stuff and don't help much people. You want to help people. You help a couple feel better. Start community. Help people. Be a good servant. Just sometimes we grow and then we plateau. And a lot of people that grow and plateau, a lot of what we talk about in here offends people. Grow and plateau. They begin the journey, but they don't go all the way. And some people don't get started. Yeah. You're the right. They say you gotta go to the other side. Get to the other side. Dharma combat. I remember my master came out of his room and said, "Some of y'all love to read the cookbook, never do the cooking. All day they read book. Zen master this, Zen master that, but result, still doing this." Right? It's like talking real good, right? Speaking real good spiritual stuff, but then like the result, life's not fulfilled, disconnected. We just know a lot of stuff. And that's when he showed me that, I start to see it in so many places. Because there's a lot of knowledge out there, right? But when you feel one love, when you feel that love that's authentic, it's so healing. Which people can call the Christ consciousness or the Buddha nature. Which comes from daily practice, right? Daily commitment. Not just, I'm going to take today off, it's Monday. Yeah. I'm not going to be mindful today. You don't even have to, sometimes you forget, but guess what? Just don't get off track for too long. Because if you get off track for too long, you start to like disconnect. And the farther you disconnect, you still have to like build. It doesn't just, it takes time to build momentum. No, I'm just generally speaking. Because a lot of people online is a space of information and sharing of words, right? But we don't know if that person have results or not. So that's why I'm very reluctant and very protective of this space, because a lot of people, they know a lot of stuff, but they don't have the results from the knowing, right? And that's why I'm very protective, because I've seen a lot of people walk around like they know so much while their own life miserable. And so they go around spreading misery disguised as knowledge and wisdom of enlightenment. And I just don't want y'all to get poisoned. They can let them go poison somewhere else in here. I just want to make sure they don't poison the space that I can manage. I can't manage elsewhere, right? Yeah, I'm not talking about you. Don't worry, I was talking about you, I'll let you know. I will say /9941. For real, you know I always do. If it's about you. I'm not the type to beat around the bush unless you're somebody who can't handle it. then I have to speak indirectly because your ego too big, right? Because if you speak directly, they get defensive. If you speak indirectly, they still listen. Because some people's ego is that big, you have to use a different technique. But luckily, it's in here, there's just a few. Just one or two. Because you know why? I annoy people who don't like it. I'm always like, after a while, you're like, man, he's annoying, I'm gone. But doing that filters out the people in here who don't really want to be here. That's it. Not easy to maintain a deeply peaceful space online, you know. But I remember my teacher. To make a genuine impact, you're gonna piss some people off because the truth is so painful to the ignorant mind that doesn't want to hear the things that will transform. Right? It shrink because the more wisdom you get, the smaller your ego gets, and that's a threat to the ego, right? Heart rises and ego shrinks, so the ego fights the whole time. Nah. Because the harmony is beginning to shift from bigger ego to big heart. Lower ego, more heart. Big heart, but the whole time it's like fighting until you get to a certain point, you go. Slush says, I need to make mine smaller. Remember, everything that you ask for, you're getting. Right? You say you want to be peaceful like that guy. Look what happened to your life. Now you told the universe, I need to make my ego smaller. When you speak that with sincerity, the universe listens. Well, what would the universe do to help your ego be smaller? Like, oh, because you asked for it from the sincerity of your heart. So just enjoy the ride. Enjoy the journey. Ready for some more jams? Well, it's been painful. You keep asking for it with your language. I tried unconditionally many times, but they still choose to live even telling me that they love me, but I deserve better. Just why can't someone want to work for the one they love? They dump you, or what happened? Let me see what's up with you. Nobita Sharma. What's the difference between love and attachments? We love someone the way we want, not the way they want is attachment, right? I tried unconditionally many times, but they still choose to love, to leave, even telling me, oh, you're attached to somebody who don't want to be with you. They don't even know how to love themselves. That's why they don't know how to love you. They're leaving you because they're not even with themselves. So they were with no one in the first place. And you got in a relationship, you had some karmic thing happening, slobbered over each other, made out, done. Now they're like, I don't know what's wrong. It's not you, it's me. And you're like, what happened? I did the best to be a good person and he's still dumb. You are learning to love yourself, and so are they. You both picked each other to be in a relationship because you both had something empty, right? You love to love somebody because it fulfills you to love somebody. You forgot yourself. They needed love from somebody because they don't know how to love themselves. And it leads to two people together but not harmonizing. It's like doing this instead of this. Because they don't know how to do this with themselves. And so two people who don't know how to harmonize get together. They just don't know. It seemed to work, and after a while, one's giving their best, the other one knows they're giving their best, but both people still don't know how to do this. But you get to learn. That's why you're here. That, right? Your partner who trying to like leave you or whatever, they're not asking the same question as you. But you're asking a deeper question. But you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that partner's ignorance and your own ignorance. But you have sincerity trying to do the right thing. They don't even know. They're not asking questions. They're just living their life. You're asking questions because you're sincere. You want to make it work. Things are not working for your partner, but they're not asking how to make it work. Because you know why? They come from a family who have this thing called abandon issue. They easily abandon you because they come from family who abandoned them because in that family lineage, everyone abandoned each other. That's why it doesn't make sense. Why would they just abandon you're a good person? Because they don't know how to love, but they do know how to abandon ship. How to love. How to love.
love I wanna know what love is.
getting used to it. Like over here, this should, bang. Yeah, that's probably sure. I'm doing over here, but I think over here I'm more right-handed. Yeah, that was my conflict. I'm reaching over here too much. I'm not using this as much. We move it over here. I just got it. I just started using this yesterday. So it takes time to get used to whatever. And I hope you had a peaceful experience. We still got a couple more hours left here. And whoa, right, the flow, a lot more control. Oh, I know I love it. I know you can show me. All right. Surrender. Instead of pressing record on there, I can just press record on there. Doink. Technologia, Technologia. Thank you, yeah, I'm just... And this is all cheap. Like all this stuff, this is all second. Everything I bought is second hand. Because a lot of people, it's hard to make music your life because it takes time, like spirituality. Right? You gotta, like, any Reiki, meditation, it's like a spiritual thing that if it's not, it's hard to, but it's possible. Well, honey. That's why there's monks. You just gotta be all in. If you're not all in, you're not gonna find results. That's why it's exciting to see people who are all in with things in life, because finally, people who are devoted. But I'm grateful for the people who are all in and mentor people. That is why I'm here with y'all. They're all in and they help people, like, word. All right. My brain. So when I'm shaking, I could just press here. I'm not used to that. Okay, make the buttons bigger. Button too small here. Cell height. Okay. Get the brightness up. Thank you to my wife for bringing me an iced Americano from 85 degree and a hazelnut, a hazelnut muffin from 85 degree, which is like a very popular. Yeah, that's her love language. I'm not used to it as much because I didn't grow up with that love language. But she, you know. It's just more, some family practice more gifts, some family said I love you more, some hug more, some spend more quality time. If you bless, you get all of it. It's just rare to, that's why the goal is to, yeah. Well, yeah, everyone has a mixture. It's just, yeah. Teamwork makes the dream work. We love languages. Does she also sing? She can. She just doesn't practice. It's all right. It's another art form. Singing is another art form. It's just she can. She just don't practice. But she plays that dancing game Audition. And of course, she does sign language. I think everyone already knew that. What do you think? The graphics are okay? Because I'm about to do a flow. I'm about to make a background that has no it's just plain, like no effects, right? Just different cycle. Like just do this. You know, it'll cycle through, but don't have effects. Just because sometimes I don't want effects. You know what I mean? Luckily, it's very easy to do. But with music, it very complementary, you know. Complementary. Well, I'm glad you like it, because I do. I do also. Alrighty. Boom, 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 boom. Dong, 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 dong. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, bow, bow. What do you all think? Yeah, we'll just leave it for now. And we'll add a little bit more flow. Usually when I'm building the music and it's not much going on, I just start with the keyboard. Like I just start with this side. And then once I have a like musical flow, then I start this. Hello, welcome. The only one. Yeah, and that's when it goes through the whole cycle. All right, here we go. Let's start with wow, so everything, my brain is in like fine-tuning mode because I don't look at the screen as much, but when I do, I realize I don't need to see so much. So I could like zoom stuff in a lot better. We have you know, there's cats outside. Yeah, we got angles now, We do feed a lot of cats outside, and we basically have almost like a cat sanctuary here. Really. And so as the cats are happier, they graduate and people adopt them naturally. Really? I see. But some people don't do a good job. Alright, let me fine tune. because whenever people don't do a good job of raising the cat, they come back, and the cat's all like weird energy, uptight, because they get the energy of the owner and they come back. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're a big mess. That's okay. And that's how people are. The more we're surrounded by negative energy, we become a big mess too. So you got to be selective of who you're around. You got to be. Got to be. If you're not, you're gonna pay the price if you don't pay attention to who you're around. Looks like my digestive system is working quite well today. Oh. All right. But that's your body detoxing, right? I have one meal a day, and instead of seeing that as a sign of hunger, I see that as a sign of detox. Many people, when their stomach growls, they want to shove food down right away. I'm just trying to put y'all on game. Yes, we're getting to the music. I'm just organizing the Ableton a little bit more. We're getting there, man. What style? Let's see. Here we go. Let's see. Let's start with the vibes here. Let's go vintage. Let's just try. Let's just listen to some things we got on here. Deep house melodic techno. For real. We could do some a bit slower. Let's go G. I want it more warm here. Let's try this. Yes, I'm gonna just make what I like. Inspired by your request. Yeah. Let's go to She'll break. That was more difficult than it looked. Because I don't usually make that style of music. You know what I mean? A new style requires like new mentality, and I'm like, I just let the universe. So that's more of a side. That's a side Mystic Village thing, you know. Yeah, that's a side project. Oh, hello. Thank you. Yeah, it's more because I'm trying to give y'all good music, not just like, oh, what the. And that takes a lot of like. That sounds terrible, actually. That's why it takes a while for me to begin, because I don't want to just, you know, I don't want to just pick random instrument that I don't even like. And remember, I'm making like non-stop songs like, over and over. So, and when you try a new genre, you know what I mean? Oh, cyberpunk shopkeep. Oh, hello. Maybe I should be inspired by that, huh? Yeah. Again, it's just the pendulum swing. Right. There's things that you can control and things out of control. Because usually Buddhism is not in the mainstream consciousness at all, unless it's with the Dalai Lama and Thich Nhat Hanh. It's just like, okay, it's happened. But it's good to see here. Let's organize and delete. Yeah, because the more you put it out there, the more there's going to be hype. And what ends up being hype, instead of practicing spirituality, we just follow the spiritual hype. And that's it. No practice, no wisdom. Welcome, Sister Grace. Hope Sister Christy had a good time. Welcome, Sister D. Happy Friday, you made it. You make it. I went that direction just because somebody is like, somebody asked about deep house or whatever, right? I just make my own version of that, which is what you heard. Yeah. Let's see here. Thank you. Yeah. In here I only share with you what I personally practice with results. Like I got this far in my like happiness journey. I mean, think about this. People criticize me every day here. But that doesn't matter to me because I know I'm genuinely happy. I know what I share from you comes from a genuine place. And I've crossed paths with many people who know stuff about happiness, but they're not sharing it from the happiness in their heart. They just know stuff. And the language people use with wisdom, they always begin with love, not about knowledge. They just want to be a nice person. The people who go around projecting stuff, yes, it's birds in the... There's birds in here. Not every practitioner is mature, clearly. But we just have to remember to be patient with each other because we too are there or maybe once there. And that's why I have patience for people, because I used to be just like them until I gained more wisdom and deepened my compassion. Because I understand. They think they found the answer, but that has nothing to do with results. Thinking that you found happiness doesn't mean you had happiness results. And over time, you can tell if people's happiness is true. Because if they're only happy on a couple days, or not even like gleeful happiness, you know what I mean? It doesn't need to be gleeful happiness. Contentment is what I mean. And I just clarify myself, because some people need that clarification. You know what I mean? To me, happiness is just right now. That deepest joy in my life, that's it right there. The most fulfilled thing about life, that's it right there. Well, because if that's true, then you're gonna have deep joy every moment. Most of the time. You think life is suffering? That's what the Buddha teaches, right? For sure. When you came out of your mother's womb, that was suffering. That was pain. Right? Pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. But sometimes we're willing to go through the pain because there's a sacrifice must be made for the right thing. The right thing in what we believe. Right? I sacrificed everything donation-based because I believe that's the right thing. Because I believe my teachers do the right thing and the right thing will follow you. Right? And so now for other people it may be different, right? But for me personally, it's just how I got here. And I can't leave my principles and values. And many people want me to shave my head again, look like a monk, but I'm not a monk. Because what happened is sometimes people see a Buddhist monk and they romanticize, like, oh my. It's just more about the idea of peace. And they like your vibe, they resonate with your vibe, but they don't practice. They just resonate with it, but don't practice. That's why I appreciate the tough teachers. A lot of people have been having financial stress. You just need to educate yourself financially, really. Most people don't have any financial education, and financial education is everywhere. We just are busy at Wingstop, watching freaking Netflix series that don't add nothing to our life, and wonder why our finances don't improve. We gotta educate and learn, right? You wanna learn to be more peaceful? Peace education. Go online. How can I practice a more daily peaceful life? And if you actually did it, you know what would happen? You would actually get more peace. But instead, we get distracted by entertainment that has no wisdom, but distraction. Who benefits? Not you. When you are busy, overly entertained, there's nothing wrong. We don't have to think from absolutist mentality. All or nothing. No entertainment. If you know your life has issue with money, learn more about money. If you know you have a trouble sleeping, what should you do? Netflix. No, learn about how to get better sleep. We've been tricked to think that money is going to fix everything. I'm just going to buy my way to happiness. I'm going to buy my way to better sleep. Instead of, I'm going to learn. It's like we don't want education. We just want to throw money at it and things happen. We don't want to learn instruments. Just play the music. We don't want to lead. Just follow. Don't fix sleep. Just pop melatonin. Don't learn to not eat late before bed. Don't eat too much sugar. Stop drinking energy drinks if you can't sleep. Reduce the amount of coffee you drink. Nope. Let me take 20 milligrams of melatonin and sleeping pills and smoke the... It's more consume instead of discipline, practice, meditation, mentality, reducing the stress, healing the source of the problem. So they just throw a Band-Aid on the damn thing. Just throw a Band-Aid. Pop a pill. The modern days are like, just pop a pill. Percocet, Molly Percocet. And then we glorify it's unhealthy. Yeah. No, the thing is when we do toxic thing, we don't tell people because we know we shouldn't be popping that many. Like we shouldn't do that. Like it makes, the more chemical you put in the body, the longer it takes to balance. Right? Because the more you put, the more the body's like, oh, what's going on? So it doesn't know how to heal itself because why all the chemicals are confusing the body unless you take a prescribed dosage. And even that sometimes is like, right? They always recommend little, but when things don't work, they just give you more. Well, what if that's not helping? Who benefits from selling more pills? Doctors that get commission. And we all heard about this before. A lot of it's more about, it's because they've been teaching the doctors, right? This is authority. And so that's why you got to find a good doctor. You got to find a good healer. You got to find a good everything, or else they're just doing 3-pointers down your throat. And stronger. You want a bar too? Doink. You're sad? Here's a pill. You're depressed? Pill. You want to lose weight? Pill. Work out? No. Work out? No. Work out. That's called effort, discipline. No. And so the real talk is not for the mainstream. Why? We've been taught to be lazy. Everything is like consume. Just consume. Don't practice. Don't discipline. Just consume. F your life up and then we'll fix it. And then you just pay for the rest of your life. Checkmate, right? Checkmate, gone. It's almost like the system designed for you to consume till you're sick. And then they checkmate you. Because you have to pay absorb like crazy amounts. Instead of prevention. But luckily, a miracle still exists. There's different types of healing. There's medical healing. There's great doctors. There's great nurses. Right? There's great nurses. It's just few. Why? Because they're willing to think outside the box where they're taught not to think outside the box. Because the good people, they keep an open heart and mind. The good doctors, they have an open heart and mind because they want the best for humanity. The lazy ones just follow every rule, even if they destroy you, F you up, and that's your last day. And that's why you see the turnover rate so much. The turnover rate for nurses is like, because the standard for education is like lowering and lowering and lowering, and then you wonder why there's no. Because we're not. Because what? So what ends up happening is people don't heal. They just have a good. There's just a lot of numbing going on. They just keep you. They just keep you alive. But are you happy alive? At least you're alive. It's not even healing. It's numbing. Why? Because that's what's in, right? How many numbing agents there is? So many. The fent, right? It's everywhere. And and people are just looking for healing. But they're doing the best that they can. But don't heal people for free like Rick Simpson, right? He was healing people's tumors with this phoenix oil. Don't do that. I will ban you for healing. We're gonna ban you if you start healing. Cause why? MD Anderson is a $1 billion institution. If you start healing, they're gonna go line up somewhere else. And it's sad to see people have to go through, because what destroys them is that the process of that chemo, all that chemical, it's so bad your hair falls out. Like, why is that the standard? A lot of people don't make it from the treatment, not even from the cancer itself. And that makes me really sad. When I start exploring I'm like, so that's why my heart drops when I hear somebody chooses that path. Because it makes you so weak. And now if you're younger and you're strong and your body is still strong, you have a big chance. But as you're older and then you decide, you're like, it's not good. That's it. I just want to see my brothers and sisters have a better chance. But sometimes you don't know who to go to. And if we collectively have a place to go to that's not in the medical field, they would figure it out instantly. And it would sever that limb as fast as they could. Lawsuit. Right, they would sue the hell out of that person or ban them from America, like Rick Simpson is banned. But that's why I'm grateful for energy healing, because it's done. Like, that's why I'm grateful for Reiki and energy healing, because it's like, dang, if they suppress all the things that has scientific evidence, then we need to start using healing that's more metaphysical and energetic, because there's no scientific, right? We're just hanging out. It's just good vibes. Because the universe, there's always a balance in the universe. That's why sound healing, binaural frequency is everywhere. That's why you see different modalities, people eating healthier, people fasting, right? Before, you didn't hear too many people fast a lot, but nowadays, fasting, keto. Don't eat too much seed oil. Don't eat too much fried stuff. We kind of all know it. It's just some people didn't get the message yet. So let's get the message to them, you know. No wings. And then one of the biggest thing in healing is letting go of any hate or resentment for your abusers. When I see people who have cancer, and they're a lot older, you look in their eyes, somebody did them wrong, and then they did somebody wrong over and over, and no one knows, but they know. And and you plant a negative seed of guilt and shame for what others did to you and what you did to others in their eyes. So there's like a glassiness to their, but they can just forgive others and forgive themselves. If somebody taught them to just let go, it's okay. You didn't know better. The people that abuse you didn't know better. Let go. Stop letting your abusers, right? Let go of the negative energy and just breathe. We're all doing the best we can. If you're not in jail, you didn't, right? If you're not in jail and if you're still alive, it's never too late to change. And even if you're in jail, you can still make a change. But everything has karma. If you do wrong, the universe already bringing you the wrong somehow. But don't fear the karma. Be a good person, because you can eventually balance out your karma from negative to positive. So the more effed up things that you do, the more karma you gotta pay. The less effed up thing that, the less negative thing you do, it's easier to balance because you didn't like. So when you know better, your karma starts. And once you tip over, you feel momentum in your life for the first time. And I want y'all to feel what that's like. When your life feels like it's working out for the better. It's freaking amazing. Like when I first felt my life's working out, it's emotional. Imagine your life sucks for so long and then it starts to work out. And you're like, I can't believe it. That's why I'm enthused, because I used to be super opposite of who I am today. Right? So it's never too late to change, brothers, sisters. Never too late to do the right. When you know better, you do better. When you don't know better, you F things up. Because that's your best. Hello, welcome everybody. Happy Friday. They say it's Friday the 13th. To me, another day to love my damn self. Shout out to staying disciplined. Thank you to a lot of people been coming back. New Year's resolution fell off already. And so thank you for doing your best to not completely fall off. Or staying on track, right? Because some of y'all just, we're going to stay on track. Thank you for y'all, because you help me and the community like keep going. The people like long time, oh, we haven't seen you for a whole year. What happened? I'm not happy with my life. Hello, oh, welcome back. Why did you not keep developing? Like find your way. But at least they can come here to relax, come here for knowledge, come here to get good vibes. Right? We're all doing the best we can. My stomach's doing the best it can, okay? Dinner time coming in 1 hour. I'm fine. My stomach is just talking a lot today. Hey. Probably just need some water. Thank you. Thank you for all your blessings. Thank you, grace. What's for dinner? Avocado, 4 eggs, and Grace brought me this hazelnut chocolate muffin, which is delicious. Yeah, and then just eat once a day has been helping me. I've been locked in. I haven't been on consistently because I keep getting this new technology that makes my life easier in here. But it has like a maybe 5-hour learning curve or 4-hour learning curve. So once I'm getting it dialed in, even when I'm not on, sometimes I'm here just like, because I don't want to bore y'all with like IT work. I'm here, but I'm going to do IT. Here we go. So I almost bought a $200 device, but the universe whispered in my ear, you don't need it. So I went and found this wireless solution to controlling Ableton, right? Because there's nothing for me to stop and start device and do all that. So this was a $15 solution that has been dope. Yeah, basically. That's it. Yeah, cause like, man, I don't, and that device is a bit larger. It's like bigger than the iPad, and I didn't want to buy it, but I was gonna get a crazy deal, It was gonna be, normally it's called a Ableton Push 2. Normally it would be 300 plus, but then I tried, I lowball, cause you can tell nobody was buying it, right? Cause there's a bunch of MIDI devices everywhere that people don't want because they're coming out with so much technology that people are more into the gadget than the music making. People are more into the features of the device than making music. And then when they make music, it's all like not peaceful and sometimes missing. And so that's why all the device I have is all used, because there's amazing stuff already for super cheap, but we want the latest bell and whistle that we ain't even gonna use. Unless you actually use it. There's a few people like that. Make love. This is all easy mode. I'm not even really playing piano. I'm just playing. I just know some basic music theory. Enough to make music for y'all, to help people. That's it. So you can too. That's what you see. Here, let's get the vibes. Oh. 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 Go. My first music instrument I picked up on was the drums, the Thai Indian drum. Even though I grew up playing the cello, I sucked at it out. I didn't even practice most of the time. And I was last chair cello from middle school to high school.
Friday. It's a good day. Happy Friday. It's a good day. Happy Friday. It's a good day. And happy Friday. It's gonna be a good day. Happy Friday. It's a good day. And happy Friday. It's gonna be a good day. Happy Friday. It's a good day. And happy Friday. It's gonna be a good day. Happy Friday. It's a
Happy Friday! There you go. Let's bring out this. Give me the retro vibe. The retro vibe. Doink. Ooh. Twink. There we go. I hope everybody's having a peaceful day so far. If not, that's why we're here. Friday the 13th. Oh, gee. Never mind. Do you celebrate it? How about some hazy sunset? Give me a little Krispy Kreme, Krispy Kreme. I don't hear it. The vibes are on. The thing is, the new moon. I keep warning. I keep letting y'all know the new moon is coming right up, and it's gonna be. If you don't know what you want in life, you're gonna focus on the things you don't want, and you're gonna keep getting more of it. You gotta be clear about your life, or else you're gonna be distracted from what you don't want and get more of it. And I could repeat that over and over. Do the best you can. Yeah. Yes, in life sometimes we have more challenges. Welcome to planet Earth. That's regular as it is. Sometimes we're so spoiled with peace that we realize some people don't even have a house. Some people are starving today. We just gotta remember, thank you for my life. Let me help my brothers and sisters that I can help. I'm doing what I can. And I'm glad you do what you can. And let's do something positive. If we want the world to be positive, let's do positive things. That's it. I wish there was no war on the planet or suffering, right? But that's not reality. It's yin and yang. There's good and evil happening. That's the nature of life. But it's more about what are you going to practice? Are you going to join the evil with more complaint? Sometimes we don't realize we're joining in the negativity by talking about it more and more. Talking about negativity is not bad if you actually be the change you wish to see in a world. Because we know how to, all right, let's get back to the good vibes. This is what we need to know. Great. I want the world to be peaceful, so we start a peaceful community. We make peaceful music. We have peaceful conversations. And if we have intense conversation, it leads to peace every single time because that's what we do. That's our standard. I don't know what people out here doing. You want the world to be peaceful, but you end up doing the opposite. You're radiating negativity, wanting the world to be positive. And so you have to pay attention to yourself and the people around you. When you're around them, do you even feel peace? But they label themselves peaceful warrior. But when you're around them, you're like, I gotta go. I think it's the Mercury Gatorade. Oh, I mean retrograde. Right. And so the evil people, do you think they want us to just be peaceful, or do they want to piss us off? Because think about it. If the evil people, right, what would evil people want us to respond with? Peace or yelling and screaming? To create more yelling and screaming. What are the monks doing? Right? What did they do? We just embody peace by just walking. Like, the first monk that got hit, he could have been like, man, stop walking. The world's evil. They hit us. But instead, that's the Buddha's leg. God blessed me with that leg anyways. It's not even mine. That's the Buddha's leg. He could have been like, nope, see, America is a dangerous road. We should not be walking it ever. But they didn't play that game. Let's go. We hope you feel better. Thank you for staying true to one love. We're gonna keep walking. And what happened? The whole world hurts the monk. They kind of like, stop, it's dangerous. They're driving fast out here. From that point on, they had protection from every state. Every single state, right? State protection, all the way. Compassion. But if we turn it into drama, the message get lost. But this old news. We are the practitioners, the people who have wisdom, they know. Even the person with a big poster, repent. The monk just stopped by and said hello. Right? We're just here for peace. And he kept going everywhere. They just keep walking. Like, huh? Right? Now he didn't just ignore them, right? He addressed, I see you. But we're not here to go against anything. We're just walking. And what did they achieve? Their intention. They didn't even use the word protest. If you listen, they didn't protest for peace. They walk for peace. They didn't use the word protest. They're not there for a fight. They're there to embody. They're there to be the change. And what did they achieve? It speaks for itself, right? No, they're not paid agitators. We're in a land of Christianity. It's dominated by Christianity. That's what I mean. Yes, there's many cultures, but the dominant religion in America is Christianity. So the nature of that, and honestly, it's just a little bit. Most of the Christian people agree with the monks. Like, they're doing the Lord's work. Like, people get it. It's just the TV sometimes makes us think we hate each other. No. A lot of Christians, like, they're about that. Like, oh, they walk for peace. They're not bothering nobody. But sometimes the narrative machine wants us to think, oh, left and the right fighting. Can you believe it? We've been manipulated. The reason it didn't get political, because politicians came out and the monk just kept walking. They didn't get involved with that. They just, oh, hello. They just walk like, oh, shoot. Right? Because the politician, they're just there for the video and they just kept walking because they're not going to walk 1,000 miles. Right? And then it turns out it made the politicians look bad to just, hey, I'm with the monks walking for peace. Literally for 30 seconds done. And people are like, hey, that's bad. And they're like, oh, shoot, we should not be doing that. So it made them look really bad to like use the monks for clout. And so what happened is no politician got involved very much after that in that sort of clout chasing way. Because they just are you walking for peace? Or you just here to look like you're walking for peace? The monks, I think Beverly went to meditate with the monks, and somebody, I think Beverly says, who's the one that went to go see that? I mean, I like seeing peaceful stuff. It's like not common to see a big peaceful movement that successful and constantly being Because a lot of peaceful stuff get infiltrated by divisive politics all the time. So it's like, it's peaceful, but only to one side. This was like a collective peaceful. And that's called one love. We need more of this stuff. We need more of that. Like real one love and achieving it. This is a good, but of course the seed was planted a long time ago. Right? This is just another branch from our ancestor. And all the good religious people who are respectful, they come from a good tree. They come from a good town. They come from a good grandpa and grandma who taught them to be kind and respectful. That has to be said. It's not just Buddhism. It's good people globally. But sometimes we've been manipulated to think, divide and fight. There's a lot of good grandma and grandpa, mother and father who did a great job of representing and practicing peace. Sometimes we forget to honor all of it. That's why I always try to make an attempt to say, there's been a lot of respectful Christian people here also, right? There's been a lot of respectful spiritual people too. And there's people who are agnostic who are respectful. And that heals the world.
One love. No. Let's. One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. One love, one heart. Give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Let them all pass their dirty remarks. There is a question I really love to ask. Is there a place for the hopeless sinner who has hurt all mankind just to save his own beliefs? One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright, as it was in the beginning. One heart shall it be till the end. One heart. Give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Let's get together and feel alright. Let's get together to fight this holy Armageddon. So when the man comes, there'll be no doom. Have pity on those whose chances grow thinner. There ain't no hiding place from the Father of creation. one love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright.
If you can move through life without judgment, peace comes easy. People don't know how to notice their emotion. Makes the world. There's nothing wrong with judgment if you end with compassion. When we judge without compassion, it becomes very biased and one-sided. But to have compassion for others, we have to have self-compassion and self-forgiveness. But if we have guilt and shame, we project the guilt and shame onto others, which is very difficult to recognize our own guilt and shame and to fix and heal it. Or to heal the roots of sadness. Your core is pure, but sometimes life experiences that make us stronger is part of the journey. Sometimes our plants get root rot, and if you can recognize it, you can heal the root rot. But we have to be willing to pull the plant out and look, oh wow, there is root rot there. Exactly, authenticity. When you're genuine, people know you're not trying to. But the people who are resistant towards authentic love sometimes are the people who are hurt and need love. You know what I mean? And that's why it's difficult. In here it's easy because we're about that life. So sometimes people who come who are new aren't used to it. And so we just gotta be patient with each other. That's why patience is so needed in a world that needs a lot of healing. I just don't like it when people just end up debating non-stop and then it doesn't lead to healing. I respect debates that lead to healing, that lead to humanity getting better, but debates that go nowhere but more people being right and wrong, what's the point? You're right. I'm right. We're both right. But are we both happy? Of course I'm happy. Why would you say you're not happy in front of the debate? Then, which is why it's hard to help people with big ego. They would rather debate because at least in debate they can win. Vulnerability makes you seemingly weak, but it's weak to ignorant people. Some of the strongest people physically inside, very weak inside, which is unfortunate. But that's just the nature of life. Right, so you hear the term, the loudest person in the room, oftentimes the weakest one. The quiet one got nothing to prove. What if they make you feel crazy for speaking up? That's their problem. they try to make you feel crazy. You just walk away. Many people in here, they criticize and judge me on a daily basis. Do I just stop loving myself? Right? Their negative judgment has nothing to do with me. They're the negative one. But some negative people, they come with great honesty that helps you improve. But I'm more reluctant to listen to, but you have to have this thing called discernment, because some people just being rude for no reason, and some people giving you harsh like criticism that's real. And so I'm willing to see, is there truth in that? I take my emotion out and is that true? But if you're not mature enough, you're just gonna ignore everything. So even though people judge me, some judgment has great, that's a great criticism. They may be rude, but I learned something there, versus ignoring the negative. I see, does it apply to me? Can I use it for good? Or they're just being rude because they're bored. Yeah. That's what the master always says. If you're not gonna help, then don't harm. If they make comments that don't help, let it go. Don't make the negative comment a big deal. I make peace, wisdom a big deal. But saying all this is easy. But to practice, it's really difficult. Like on the spot, there's just some people who come here with an agenda to you can tell when somebody comes with a certain agenda, because they're not here for a conversation at all. They're there to talk at you, and you can see it instantly. They're here to talk at the community, and they're not really here to have a discussion. And the discussion part, we're kind of it's where we're having a big discussion, type thing, and there's a flow. But whenever there's a disrespectful flow or some flow that has negative intention, we all because it disrupts the energy flow and we all feel it. They don't know that, because most streams don't operate with that much patience. They just block right away. Right? Many spiritual communities block instant. But over here, we try to work with people because they deserve a chance. People deserve a chance to have good people around, because sometimes they're just a little rude or troll because they're not used to a bunch of positive people. I used to be very insecure with positivity, so positivity irks me. I just didn't know. I was so distant from love and happiness that when I felt it or experienced it, I was it made me uncomfortable, positivity. So those, my old self deserve a chance too, Many of us deserve a chance. And that's why we have to have deep patience to help humanity and help ourselves. I don't even use the word empathy as much. Compassion I use a lot more, because I think compassion and empathy is the same word. It's just more about the act of it's more about tools. Sometimes the reason I don't really use the word empathy as much, because sometimes it's not clear. It's not clear. Is that an excuse? You say, I'm an empath, so that's why you're more sensitive. Well, why don't you have boundaries to your energy? That's one of the comments. Because I'm an empath, I'm just going to have no energetic boundary. Well, shoot, you're not a good empath then. Never mind. I mean, you're. Pretend I didn't say that. Here, erase memory. Doink. Yeah, everyone's an empath. Everyone's intuitive. That's part of our nature. All right, it's 7 o'clock. Hard to trust a bombing of love because our guards are up and feeling it comes with ego-driven intention. Okay, well, 7 o'clock on the dot. It's 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my room thingy, playing the piano. Here we go. Breathing in. Please, por favor, love your damn self every day. Gracias a todos. And I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll be back tonight. I got a hazelnut muffin for my wife. Be patient, be calm, stay grounded. Right now, the energy is terrible. What that means is y'all just need to reduce anything negative, like content online and negative people. And if they try to call the gossip, don't answer. This is a time for you to be clear what you want in life. Right? Music, better music, more peace, more love. Set your intention. I'm ready to mature with the music. I'm ready to mature with community. I'm ready for people in community to find their purpose. And when your ex call, X them out. Unless you want to get in a confusing thing. Like, it's fine, my ex answer. And then what happened? You don't see them for a while. I'm fine, my ex. Then they changed their screen name. Like, what happened to you? Goodbye. Thank you to all the moderators. I know it's Friday.